Joel Bitonio talked about the AFC North as it stands right now. With it's wide open.
It's been really up and down. I think early in the year you saw Cincinnati get off to a good start, then the Ravens really made a push midseason, but then like COVID and injuries to really every team in the AFC North has been a detriment. And it's tough. It's always a tough division. It's always hard to win it. And looking at it now, it's going to come down to the wire again. And we'll probably have 4 teams right around 500 or a little bit better. No really bottom teams, and no team that's going to win 13 games this year. I do think it's a testament to like the toughness the division is and how tough each game is when you play within division. But also, a lot of our teams have, given games away, and, you're going to look back on the season, a team that doesn't make the playoffs, you're going to be like, man, we had 2 or 3 games that we really, threw away. And I think that just shows how important every game is in the NFL. But, hey, they once you get in the playoffs, they don't care what your record is. So hopefully we can, start to handle our business this week and really go from there.
And Scott, when you look at it, the Browns gave away a couple of games to teams that are likely playoff contenders, deep playoff. Chiefs game, I think they gave away. You can say the Ravens game, the first one. There are a number of them against decent teams.
Sure. The Chargers game, right? The Steelers game. I feel like they should have won that. But Joel's right. It's an interesting year for the division because for so long there was the Browns at the bottom, or if the Browns weren't at the bottom, Cincinnati was at the bottom. And it doesn't feel like there just isn't that bottom feeder that you can count on winning games against. Cincinnati is probably the most talented team, at least offensively, with Joe Burrow and that group of receivers and the running back he has. They had issues on the offensive line. I was super impressed with what Baltimore did for about 13 weeks. And then I just think they ran out of bodies. Lamar's injury against the Browns a couple of weeks ago really hurt them because he gives them a chance against anybody. But without him and then Huntley's out, it just made it like nearly impossible for Baltimore to win. But I was impressed at how they fought through all the injuries for the first, 2/3, 3/4 of the season. And then Pittsburgh's the same way. Pittsburgh fought through a lot of, I think everybody's written them off, and then they kept showing up, and they beat Tennessee a couple of weeks ago, which seemed like a surprise. So it is a division that's wide open, which is why, if the Browns miss out, there's so much more reason to kick yourself because all you had to do is maybe get to 10 wins and you'd be able to win that division. And that hasn't been the case so many times. You needed 12 or 13, and this one was there. And if the Browns aren't able to take it, that's extra frustrating because they haven't won the division yet.